So last month, we had the pleasure of going to the Black-owned Liquor Expo here in Atlanta. And we saw a lot of different vendors with a lot of different beers, wines, liqueurs, and a bunch of other different products that caught our attention, that we thought was very interesting, and that really showed the creativity of Black entrepreneurs pretty much around the country.
And because it was a lot of them, I decided to make a list of the ones that stood out to me and to you, obviously. So we're gonna run through them, give you our scores, tell you what the experience was like, and you guys can make a decision for yourself on if you want to pursue these brands any further.
What's first on the list?
Console Brewing.
I remember them.
They had the 3 different beers, but we only tasted 2 of them: the Peachtree and the Winter Porter. Peachtree was basic. Well, I don't want to say basic. It had an above average taste, but I kind of feel like it was something you were expecting because of the flavor. Really good, something I would sip on a regular. The Winter Porter, however, had an interesting taste. It catches you off guard, you know, and in a good way. I don't know if it would be something that I could drink regularly, though. It would be like I would literally have to drink it for the winter.
That one in particular, what was the name of it again?
The Winter Porter?
The Winter Porter. That to me was the true definition of a winter beer. It was what I like to call a comfort beer. That's a beer you can literally sit at home, sit inside. You could probably drink that by the fire. It had this a bit of peppery type
there was a spice to it that, like, it's a spice that you can only really appreciate in cold weather.
Yeah, like it was, and being that it was being that the Liquor Expo was during the winter, it was a perfect beer to showcase. I also liked the peach as well. I probably liked it more than you did, but I like those flavors anyway in a beer. Mm-hmm. If you're in Atlanta and you're ever in a bar and you see that on tap,
definitely try it.
Yeah, definitely try any of their products.
What scale of 1 to 10, what do you give each of them?
If I'm being honest with you, I would go 8.
7.5 for the standing peach, 7 for the Winter Porter for me.
And so 8 for the peach, 9 for the porter for me.
Okay. Next up, Bombaid Lemonade.
I liked them. They weren't the greatest, but I did like them. Mm-hmm. But I'm also a fan of citrus-based liqueurs, particularly lemon. Mm-hmm. So theirs tasted more natural than other liqueurs, or lemon-based liquor. Like I could taste straight up lemon, and I don't mean lemon flavoring,
like actual
lemon.
Like boozy lemon.
Yes,
not boozy lemonade, boozy lemon. So I gotta stress that because they're playing off of the lemonade motif, and while there's lemon and there's booze, I wouldn't go as far as to say lemonade. Mm-hmm. That's not a negative though, because it still was good. I give it about a 7.
I would say 7 as well.
Let's do Wild Creek Distillery.
I remember them. Now what they did have that I liked is their liquors.
Yeah, I know they
suited for mixing.
Yeah, and they showed that off with a couple of their punches that they had there that mixed their stuff in there. Mm-hmm. I thought both of them were good. The flavors that they had on display, I thought they were good. I'll give it a 7.5.
I'm giving it a 6.
Okay.
Because while I did like it, like one of the drawbacks is there wasn't enough kick, and to be fair, that could be we were drinking this via the mixed drinks, So it could be a mixture of too little alcohol or too much of everything.
That's
else.
fair. Uncle Nearest whiskey.
This one I have been hearing about Uncle Nearest for a few years now. Always wanted to taste it. Always wanted a chance to try it. I've never seen it in any of the liquor stores in our area. Finally got a chance to taste it. Really enjoyed it.
I agree. It's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I would say it's a 10 out of 10 for me as well. Like, I understand the hype now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really understand the hype now. What really sets a good whiskey apart for me is if I can sip it on a regular basis, if it has a taste, and it has a taste that makes me want to sip it on a regular basis. And this is one of those ones that does that for me.
Yeah, if you want to do that more than mixing it in a drink or something like that, then you can tell it's a whiskey that stands on its own. Because you have some that you are purely for sipping, some that you definitely mix with, and then you have some that are on a good middleman. I believe this skews more towards sipping. For me, it's for the better because you need its own flavors to stand up to everything else that's out there.
Right.
Ooh Wee Liqueur.
Now, Ooh Wee Liqueur. Now that's an interesting one right there for me. I love the fruity taste. I believe it's like guava and pineapple.
Are you sure you remember it? Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember it.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that we found it in stores.
So we're gonna do a taste test of it right now.
I remember Ooh Wee Liqueur,
okay,
and I liked it.
We'll see if your memory holds up.
Okay.
Let's open it up and taste it.
It's like I remember it.
I guess I was expecting a guava pineapple. I guess I was expecting a citrus taste. I don't know why I don't know why I expect citrus taste in every liqueur.
This is good for punches.
This is good sipping. I think its real potential is when you mix it with something. Like I have the itch to want to squeeze a lime in it and go from there.
I think it's good for like punches, especially summertime cookout type situations.
I'm gonna give it an 8 because of that. You can stretch this. You know what? No, 8.5. You can stretch this. I'm gonna give it a 9. You can stretch this for a lot of different things. Because I think sipping it, while it's good for sipping, the flavor and mix allows you to experiment with it.
This would, in my mind, if we're talking about what to eat it with, this would go good with some good barbecue.
Grilled meat, specifically. So you say barbecue, I
like
say
some
like
good ribs with a good barbecue sauce.
I'm gonna disagree. A grilled meat situation like steak.
I got to disagree with you on that one. It gotta be some ribs.
Because I think mixing the sweetness of some ribs and the barbecue sauce with the sweetness of this would be overwhelming. You need that You need that savory taste that like a. I'm trying to think of something you could make, but like, I don't know why this keeps coming to me, but grilling some steak kebabs,
I guess,
or something to that.
And putting some barbecue sauce.
No, we're not doing that. You can't come to my barbecue if you're doing that.
Okay.
This gets a 9.
I'm gonna stick with my 8. Like I said, this is this.
I like the potential this has.
You can sip it. You can sip this normally. You can drink it straight up. Its strongest asset is in mixing it and being in a mixed drink, or being in like a punch or something like that.
So follow me on this.
Mm-hmm.
What if you threw some ginger beer on top of this? Derek's Cake Delights.
Okay, here we go. 10 out of 10. I'm not even gonna tell y'all about it. 10 out of 10. Now we'll get into it. Derek's Cake Delights. Now I know we've all seen it. I know a lot of us have seen this before. He does liquor infused cakes and pastries and things of that nature. The cakes that he had on display. He's local in Atlanta. I believe he's in the Lithonia area. The cakes he had on display, all delicious, but his orange cake especially was the standout to me. I ended up having to buy one right there. I was like, forget the samples. I need to buy one of these cakes right here, right now. And it did not disappoint.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. Pretty much the same thing. Fangar rum.
I remember that one mostly because that's one of the few rums that were there. I liked it. I thought, and especially I'm more of a rum drinker anyway.
So like you've had like overproof rum, and then you've had regular rums, your regular rums and whatnot that are under the overproof. This lies surprisingly in between. It catches you off guard with how strong it is, but at the same time it's like it's not overproof strong. I give it a 7.5.
7. So was that all of them? That was all of them.
And there was a lot more there. There was a lot of stuff there. We didn't get a chance to taste everything.
Yeah, we did.
But that's the fun of going to these events, because you can go back and then try what you missed, and then try some new stuff that's there. You know, on top of the fact that they make you aware of the fact that these things are going to be in stores and where they're going to be distributed and everything. So if you missed out on something and you really want to try it, you can run out to the store and get it.
Right, like Ooh Wee. We saw Ooh Wee in the liquor store by happenstance. We didn't know we would even see it in our liquor store. Our main liquor store that we go to when we want to find the most hidden things that we can without having to leave the state or anything like that. We weren't sure if it would have any of the products on our list, let alone in general. And there might be more of those products there, but we found Ooh Wee right off the bat. So we had to pick it up because, you know, support black, buy black. So what we're gonna do is, if you want to try any of the stuff that we mentioned today, we're gonna put links to them in the description box below. So be sure to check any of those products out, and be sure to check us out on any of our social media. We're on Twitter, of course, you know, watch our videos on YouTube. And we're also on Instagram especially. We probably post on Instagram the most outside of putting up videos. But also, you know, like I said, come back for our next video, hit that bell, subscribe, make sure that, you know, you're up to date on when the next time we post something. I think our next video is gonna be about beer, believe it or not.
Beer again.
Yeah.
Beer again.
Yeah. Beer again. So, you know, Be sure to come back, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace. Okay. See what we got.
A few moments later.
That ain't bad.
Mm-hmm.
It needs that one more thing though.
I can tell you exactly what it needs, honestly. The ginger beer we're using isn't the strongest ginger beer. If we had a stronger brand, a more potent brand, this would
Citadel.
kick. Yeah, Citadel. This would kick.
I was thinking it needed some citrus.
You think everything needs citrus, though?